I'm Mike, owner of the In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing a new arrival video for June 4th, 2021. The first thing I want to talk to you about is a new pre-order for the Buena Vista Social Club's self-titled album. This is the 25th anniversary and it comes a couple of different ways. Like all Buena Vista Social Clubs on vinyl before this, it is cut by Bernie Grundman. It says it was newly cut from the original analog master tape, or there was some wording in there to that effect. I'm assuming this is going to be analog like all the previous cuts. There is also a deluxe edition version with some CD, LPs. There's a book. I think there's some unreleased stuff from the original 1996 session. But both versions of that come out September 17th. Also, the School's Out, Alice Cooper Band, that's been pushed back probably about a month. I know a lot of you guys have pre-ordered that. Unfortunately, the manufacturer themselves pushed it back about a month, which is becoming quite common. Manufacturers have these target dates, and with the vinyl crunch that's going on right now, manufacturers just aren't able to keep up, meet those demand dates. So School's Out has been pushed back. So for you locals, this isn't something I normally show you, but this is such a cool thing. So Taylor Swift's new CD. Taylor Swift, musically, that's not my thing, but how awesome is this to where she actually sends independent record stores autographed copies of her CDs? It's unbelievable. I wish more musicians would do that. I applaud her for it. You can only get those locally. So if you live in Arizona, I have a decent amount of them still. Come on in, they're limit one. But yeah, she's done this twice now. Her last CD and this CD, she's sent autographed copies to independent record stores. So very cool. Something, again, I wish some of my favorite musicians would do, but not yet. Hasn't happened. Okay, so let's check out the new arrivals. First two new arrivals I'll show you are the two new Blue Note Tone Poets. Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, Witch Doctor, the audiophile Art Blakey stuff always sells like crazy. Curtis Amy's Kintaga. Awesome titles. Witch Doctor is a phenomenal record. I don't know if I've ever even heard this title before. This is a fantastic. Art Blakey, my favorite drummer of all time. All cut from the original analog master tapes. The Tone Poets, you guys should be familiar with them. I've talked about them ad nauseum. They're absolutely amazing. You should own every one of them. Even if you don't know whether you'll like it or not, force yourself to like it. Buy it. They're amazing. There's only a couple of them that I would say would be a little less accessible, to people, jazz fans or people getting into jazz. But both of these titles should be quite good. So these, the pre-orders on these will start shipping out today. I've already started mailing them before this video. But yeah, I have a good amount of them in stock as well. So in stock from ORG, this has been out for a while. This is a fantastic live recording from Ben Webster, Stormy Weather. So this, according to the hype, this is kind of a who's who of who mastered the album. So it was mastered by Bernie Grundman, cut by Chris Bellman, who does fantastic work. He did the Tom Petty Wildflowers. And it was, let me see, sound and engineering consultation by Steve Hoffman. Pressed at Palace in Germany on 180-gram vinyl. Fantastic title. Not that expensive. Great release. Back in stock. Haven't had it in years. Okay, new arrival. So this is kind of a convoluted batch of records. I've got all kinds of things mixed in here. Big Speakers Corner order as well to show you guys. So there's actually a decent amount of stuff to go over. But Billy Gibbons' new album, Hardware. Okay, the long-awaited, should have been out a month and a half, 2 months ago, Black Sabbath, Mob Rules. Don't have Heaven and Hell yet. I looked on eBay this morning. This is going for $100. The reason it's going for $100 is it hasn't gotten a mass release yet. But I think that will probably get worked out here in the next couple of months. But I got a good chunk of these. It's essentially a 2-disc set. And it includes a bonus LP of live tracks and rarities. So I know a lot of you guys have been calling me on this for a couple of months. This was supposed to be out. I finally got a good chunk of them in. New this week, Black MIDI. Also new this week, maybe the end of last week after I filmed the video, Music to Be Murdered by Eminem, Side B. This is the deluxe edition. It is 4 discs. I'm feeling like, I don't know, maybe I showed this to you guys. I don't think so, though. Okay, so this was quite a bit delayed, but finally came in and has already started shipping out. This is the Speaker's Corner version of Ornette Coleman's The Shape of Jazz to Come. Speaker's Corner, an all-analog label. Everything they cut is from analog. So I haven't given it a chance to listen to it yet. ORG did it, cut by Bernie Grumman at 45 RPM. Sounds fantastic. Over the weekend, I'll probably give this a listen to. Okay, one of my absolute all-time favorite audiophile records of all time. It is on my top 10 imprint analog R&B and soul blues records you should own. Al Green's Call Me. Unbelievable quality record. One that you should own in your collection. You know, tons of hits on this. Fantastic record, through and through. Another from my top 10 imprint analog records, R&B and soul you should own. And Peebles, straight from the heart, excuse me. Both of those in stock. I also got a huge chunk of the Lou Reeds, but they have sold out about an hour before I filmed this video. But I had them for about 5 days. I had them for a good chunk of time. I actually have another small shipment on its way to me. So if you didn't get a chance to get the Lou Reed and you still want it, go online, put yourself on the restock notification page. Essentially what that is when you log onto the product page and it says sold out, there's a little button there that says notify me when back in stock. Put your cell phone number in there or put your email address in and you'll get a notification. A lot of other Speaker's Corner reissues. Donny Hathaway, Everything is Everything. Great record. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. So a good chunk of Speaker's Corner. Some of them I've had recently, some of them I haven't. Blue Oyster Cult. Freddie Hubbard and Stanley Turrentine in concert. Herbie Hancock, Ron Carter, great record. Ry Cooder's Paradise and Lunch. Mobile Fidelity did this. It is out of print, but the Speaker's Corner version is still in print. Herbie Hancock's Crossings. I love all the Herbie Hancock titles they've done. The Isley Brothers. That's a solid title. I listened to that not too long ago. Milt Jackson's Ballads and Blues. Whew. Janis Joplin's I've Got Them Old Cosmic Blues. Little Feat, Time Loves a Hero. There's some non-Speaker's Corner stuff too that I should have brought to the front, but I've got at the end of this. Herbie Mann at the Village Gate is a good record. Brother Jack McDuff, Tobacco Road. Les McCann and Eddie Harris, Swiss Movement, recorded live at Montreux Jazz Festival, one of my favorite jazz records. Elvis's Golden Records, Volume 4. I'm pretty sure all of the Elvis Speaker's Corner titles are on the way out of print or out of print at this point in time. The Max Roach Trio. Oscar Peterson, Exclusively for My Friends. Here is Phineas. I actually found an original of this at that record show. I think I showed you guys on camera, the live stream I did. Here's a random record stuffed in the middle on my top analog recommended records. Paul Simon's Graceland. It's been out a while, but it's an unbelievably phenomenal sounding record that you should own. Santana, Buddy Miles, Speaker's Corner. The Santana titles, another bunch of great titles in their catalog. Amigos, you know, fantastic sounding version of Toto 4, all analog. Sounds really good. Aldemoya, Casino. George Duke, Follow the Rainbow. Audiophile Miles Davis is getting hard to find these days now that those MoFis are all out of print, but Miles in Berlin. Duke Ellington, Piano in the Background. Earth, Wind, and Fire, Spirit. All right, Fleetwood Mac, Pios, Bird of Good Omen. Had to look at that because I always botch that title up. So I think I showed this to you a couple days, maybe last week or the week before. Donald Fagen's The Night Fly. I haven't actually gotten a chance to listen to it, but one of my coworkers here said this is the 2010 Chris Bellman cut. Chris Bellman from Bernie Grundman Studios, Mastering Lab, does phenomenal work. He said it was quite good, but you know, this is, keep in mind too, this was an album that was recorded digitally. So you give somebody like Chris Bellman a whack at it, and I'm pretty sure that probably does sound quite good. Here is a special version of Blink-182's Buddha on triple color vinyl. That looks pretty cool. That is on yellow, green, and blue. And if it was the Rolling Stones, it'd be $100. Oh boy, doesn't get old. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. This is the Deja Vu Deluxe Edition. CD, LP, it's a bunch of demo stuff on there. I might have shown this last week, but I was sold out and I got some more back in. Speaking of sold out and got some more back in, this is the Indie Store exclusive version of Paul McCartney's Ram. This is the Abbey Road Studios half-speed master. And I believe this is still an indie exclusive only. You can only get this from independent record stores. But yeah, half-speed master version of Ram. Frank Black, First Man, Raider Man on Demon. The Shocking Blues third album. Limited to 1,500 copies on turquoise colored vinyl with 6 bonus tracks from Music on Vinyl. This is number 681. What we got here? David Gray, Skillig, or what to my brain appears to say Skillig. Those two are not always the case. What it says and what my brain thinks it says. Change Phobia. Limited crystal clear vinyl. I'm assuming that's the indie exclusive version. But yeah, a ton of cool releases this week. I've already started doing some record store day unboxings. There's some more I'm going to drop over the weekend. A lot of cool stuff this record store day. I'll do a master video showing you guys everything once I get it all in the store. Everything that's coming out for record store day. Keep in mind, we open the store locally here at 8 o'clock on record store day. At 1 o'clock Eastern time, everything will be made available on the website, right on the main page. So check it out, www.theingroove.com. Until next time.